And the roar for the first ball. Banged away for 4. So what a start for Australia. Wide and short, and Mark Waugh pounced on it.
That was good bounce for Curtly Ambrose, but absolutely no pace at all. The ball just stood up and allowed Mark Waugh to play that shot. Got right on top of it, Mark Waugh. And what a start.
Lovely shot off the legs. Whipped away for 4. That's not where you bowl to Mark Waugh. Outfield fast. Lovely pitch. Ball coming on. He's asking for the catch, Ridley Jacobs. I don't think it carried. Well, that was caused by frustration.
In the air, and plenty of bounce. A bit more pace, a bit more bounce. That's beautifully played. He just sat in his crease. Looked like his feet were cemented to the crease. And big shout. Ambrose went up late. And he went up strongly, but he went up late. And clipped away towards fine leg. It's a fast outfield. Hendy Bryan does well down the backward square leg. Gilchrist has played a beauty. He just stood there and just let the bat swing through the line of the ball. He backed himself, he backed the pitch, and no effort at all. And that is a long hit. It's a long boundary out there, and it's gone for 6. So just short, he's tried a few of those pull shots, and Adam Gilchrist, after being tied down, has hit a 1-bounce 4 and a no-bounce 6 in this over. Pavilion end, on to Mark Waugh, and the 50 up with the boundary. Great shot by Mark Waugh. He played a cut shot to begin the innings. First ball went to the boundary, and he's brought up the 50 the same way.
That's a very clever shot. Long chase here for Ambrose. The ball is slowing up, and Ambrose just pulls it back. But they'll come back for 3, but a very clever shot. And even more happy now. That's gone all the way. Magnificent straight hit by Mark Waugh. In the air, back goes Hooper. He's got the sun in his eyes, and he won't take it. Had enough room to put it down to mid-wicket. There's no protection out there in the deep. That's 4.
Adam Gilchrist had been eyeing that area for some time at the moment. And again, another single to Mark Waugh. And that brings up his 50 of 68 deliveries, which is not bad at the top of the order.
Clipped away behind square leg. Mark Waugh will look to bring up the 100, and he does. So good piece of running by the Australians, and a good partnership by Australia. Coming up in the 24th over. It was a relatively slow start by Australia, but they really have skipped away in the last 10 overs or so. Just rate down, unless they take wickets. And that'll go all the way. That is a beautifully played sweep shot. And that's straight. It's in the air, going down towards long off, and Ambrose takes a beauty. Very casually did Curtly Ambrose take the catch, but it was a very good catch. Some cracks as Lee goes towards the boundary and dropped. And a big appeal had given him. Well, Australia decided to send Shane Lee in to be the pinch hitter. If they were going to do that, I would have thought they would have sent Tom Moody in. But Shane Lee, one has to feel for... Good piece of fielding by Adams, and chance for a run out, and great piece of fielding by Jimmy Adams. It went to his right-hand side, it spun away from him, he picked it up in his left hand, and he threw it, And Mark Waugh has been run out by an outstanding piece of fielding by Adams.
Well, a bit of a shout there from the bowler. Lehmann trying to whack this one through mid-wicket.
That's well hit. Over the top of mid-on. Mid-on is in. And Martin plays it well, lifts it deliberately over the head of the fielder. That's a fine shot. Beautifully played, found the gap between mid-off and extra cover, using his feet. And that is a superb shot.
So Martin charges in the air at backward point, but it won't get to the fieldsman on the full. And Stuart Williams runs around. So Curtly Ambrose won't have seen too many blokes running down the pitch at him, and I don't think that he'll be all that pleased. And again, and that is a beauty. That is outstanding. Lehmann flicks away. The man is up at fine leg, so he'll get a boundary. Very good shot from Lehmann. And chance to run out as well. He's hit. Brilliant piece of fielding. Umpire Steve Butler looks up and says, show me the replay.
It's tough for the batsman. Damien Martin caught short.
And bowled. So Steve Waugh attempting to smash it over mid-wicket, pays the penalty. It was another good slow ball. It was too short to play that shot. And Phil Simmons gets the wicket. The Australian captain goes.
There's Moody. Good diving save. He's now got to go and retrieve it. Darren.
And clipped beautifully over mid-wicket. The man at square leg, Michael Bevan, is very fast, but even he can't get down. And well bowled. Shane Lee, and chance to run out, and misses. And big shout, it's gone on straight. Shane Warne knows that it's the top spinner, and Steve Bucknor doesn't. And it floated out of his hand, and Adams has swept it to the boundary to finish.
Up the tempo.
And blocked wide. Half a shout for caught behind by Gilchrist. He's saying it flicked his pad, or then the umpire should say, well, why did you appeal then?
That's well placed and well timed too. That carries him all the way to the boundary. That really is a superb shot, and that brings up the 100 and Sherwin Campbell's 50.
Yes, a very good innings. Applause all around the ground there. Hug from Jimmy Adams. He's done it again pretty well.
Here is Mark Waugh now to see if he can get some turn. Delicate little dab by Campbell to get up, get Mark Waugh going.
I think the slow bowlers just make it a little bit harder out there, Tony.
They lost their first wicket in that 25th over. That's an educated edge. Goes down towards the boundary and will be hauled back just inside by Tom Moody. Limits the batsman to 2. He's bowled him. Well, the change has worked. Darren Lehmann has got Sherwin Campbell losing possession of the bat.
Well, he goes down the wicket trying to hit this one place outside of it, loses the bat and everything. It just clips the old stump.
So Adams gets his 50 with a sharp single. Well played by the versatile all-rounder.
And with not a strong arm.
Dropped it. And a chance for a run-out again. Well, it's all happening. Run-out chance, drop return, and the batsman scramble a single. Got enough bat onto it to drag it very fine indeed. Tom Moody with that strong arm of his, they won't risk a third on that.
They're in. Hooper goes back, pulls it. Very well placed by Hooper. He had time to make his decision. He went back, he sat in the crease and waited, and then made sure that he bisected the gap.
Edge.
Well played by Adams. It spun back into the stumps and it's gone all the way to the boundary. Very good shot for Shane Lee to chase. And lovely shot. Tipped over nicely. Really is one of Hooper's strengths. Clipping the ball over the infield on either the leg side or the offside. On that occasion, he chose the leg side.
Repeatedly. Well, that's very fine. Very clever shot. Babs didn't want it that fine, but he was aiming for there. Career best for Jimmy Adams. Damien Fleming reckons it should have been ended with that delivery.
Batted in those positions.
Beautifully bowled. That ends his innings. That is a superb delivery by Damien Fleming. It took that type of delivery to end a fine innings from Jimmy Adams.
Talker. Right through.
Very good maiden over from Damien Fleming. Kept the pressure on. 196 for 3. Well, that's a real authentic Brian Lara shot. The first the crowd have seen. It's brought him to life. Struck it really well.
A different length, a different shot. Much fuller length this time from Damien Fleming, and Brian Lara goes straight down the ground.
Well, that nearly took Brian Lara's head off. That was superbly shot. Self-preservation by Brian Lara at the non-striker's end.
Much less time to get out of the way.
Swept away fine. Beats the fielder. 2 fours in a row. Shane Warne brought back and proving expensive. And that's Carl Hooper's 50. Lovely shot from Hooper. Beautifully played. Well, that's why they call him Sakar in certain areas in the Caribbean.
Played that shot with nonchalant ease, Carl Hooper.
Played on. Disappointing end for Hooper. And Damien Fleming picks up a wicket with his penultimate ball. And the West Indies still have 18 runs to win the match. And Australia, they never give up.
Inside the circle. And Lara dropped. So a square leg, Shane Lee was the man. And Shane Warne's woes continue.
Well, he gets one hand to this. Hits it pretty well. Up he goes. Mind you, just the tip of his fingers. Didn't really get high enough. It was a good attempt.
Well placed. Another two. The crowd really on their feet now. They sense a comfortable West Indies victory. He's happy to concede the single. And I don't think he's too happy about conceding a boundary. Great shot by Phil Simmons. Too much width and too full a delivery by Shane Lee. And Phil Simmons is very strong through the offside. And he has brought 35,000 people to their feet. Short single, chance to run out as Steve Waugh hits, and he throws all day, but he misses. And some oversized chance to run out of the keeper's end, and he's out. So the umpire's given him out. So Phil Simmons has been run out foolishly off an overthrow from Steve Waugh. He made for Tom Moody to bowl. And gets slapped to mid-wicket. Shane Lee, the fieldsman.
Well, Gilchrist is up too, the Moody.
49th over for Australia. The West Indies need 4, and they don't need any more. So Brian Lara has won the game for the West Indies as the crowd starts to spill on the oval. And Brian Lara at home for the first time since his triple centuries, or his 3 centuries against Australia, has hit the winning run for the West Indies.